Trebizond, we were set upon by thieves. Father, Maffeo, and I were robbed of our greatest treasures. This was written by Marco Polo.
Yes, that much we were able to work out.
Unfortunately, the rest of it's nonsense.
Hey, hold on. So that it should not fall into the wrong hands, I concealed my great sorrow in the unlikeliest place. The light of the great Khan shelters the fate of the 13.
See what I mean? It's just gibberish.
He's talking about the lost fleet.
Yeah.
I know, someone want to fill me in?
Marco Polo leaves China with 600 passengers and 14 ships loaded down with treasure from Kublai Khan. Now he lands in Persia a year and a half later with only one ship left and only 18 passengers. Now he recorded every detail of his journey, but he never told what happened to all those ships and the passengers.
So somewhere out there are 13 ships loaded with the Emperor's treasure waiting to be found.
Yeah, and that is what your client is after. Hey, look at this lamp. It's covered in Mongolian script. It must have been a gift from Kublai Khan.
The light of the great Khan shelters the fate of the 13.
Marco Polo hid something inside this lamp. Something that pinpoints the site of the lost fleet.
So, we're dicking this guy over, right?
Damn straight.
Absolutely. You in then?
What the hell? I mean, what could possibly go wrong? What's going on?
That's my blood. That's my blood. It's a lot of my blood.
Uncharted 2 Among Thieves is still a great video game to this very day. This video game is one of the runner-ups that was really close to making my list of top video games of all time. An exceptional story, great mechanics, fun level design, terrific sound design. Uncharted 2 Among Thieves has a wide array of magnificent features. Uncharted 2 Among Thieves is an action-adventure video game developed by Naughty Dog and released on the PlayStation 3 in 2009. You play as Nathan Drake, a professional treasure hunter who is on an expedition to search for Marco Polo's fleet that went missing from China in 1292. Unexpectedly, if not expectedly, Nathan is betrayed by his fellow treasure hunters, ruthlessly hunted by a Siberian war criminal and his private army, and nearly killed every step of the way towards a greater discovery beyond the missing fleet. Just like the Christmas of being gifted the GameCube in 2001, the PlayStation 3 was gifted to my siblings and me for Christmas in 2006. I remember that day fondly. My father gifted me Uncharted Drake's Fortune as a PlayStation 3 title exclusive. He knew that I would love this video game. My father was just as excited to see this video game as I was to play. Uncharted Drake's Fortune at the time was somewhat revolutionary in the video game industry. The video game housed a very next-generation look, feel, and style. Hollywood movie-style cutscenes, fantastic voiceover dialogue, motion controls, fully developed level-designed puzzles, new cover mechanics, enhanced graphics and character models. Uncharted Drake's Fortune was one of the video games that propelled action-adventure video games into being refocused and different. My father researched all there was about this video game, knowing that he was excited to gift this game for me specifically. Uncharted Drake's Fortune became a video game that I loved instantly. I loved the gameplay, story, music, everything. The video game was superbly excellent. When news about the second installment of the Uncharted series released 3 years later, my father and I were stoked. I remember I was a sophomore in high school, and my father texted me asking if I wanted Uncharted 2 Among Thieves before Christmas. I could not help myself. I responded to his text with a humble plea. I really wanted the game. My father also wanted the game early too. My father responded with, "Only for good students." That text message from my father meant so much to me. I was brimming with joy. Little did I know, however, that text message would be the last text message I would ever receive from my father. At this point, you might be thinking, what is wrong with Uncharted 2 Among Thieves if you say the video game is great?
Marco!
That is a great question. Instead of telling you, why not show you?
Oh no. Ugh.
You ready for this? Crap! Jump! Jump! I think that's the last of them. Hey. Hey, Elena, how you doing, huh?
Not good.
You just hang in there, okay? I'm counting on you.
Help me, kid. You gotta take out the town.
Just about had it with these guys.
Oh, crap.
As you can see, the problem with Uncharted 2 Among Thieves is actually the gameplay. More specifically, the combat scenarios. There are a ton, and some are just plain long. The majority of your gameplay experience is fighting everything and anything. From basic army soldiers, heavily armed minigunners, helicopters, battle tanks, yetis, to even blue-skinned buff dudes. Nathan Drake fights many different kinds of enemies in a 30 to 50 hour long campaign. And that, that would probably be on like normal or even hard difficulties. The entirety of going from one fight sequence to the next can feel a bit agitating. As you finish one combat scenario, another pops up almost immediately. For some people, the experience of being able to do something every minute in a video game might feel great, but for me, I want to have some story or breaks from all of this fighting.
So let me get this straight. You're competing with a psychopathic war criminal for a mythological gemstone?
When you put it that way, it does sound pretty stupid.
Yeah, thanks for the input, Jeff.
One very minor reason that I can add is the music for Uncharted 2 Among Thieves is not as noticeable in this video game as with the others. The soundtrack for Uncharted 2 Among Thieves is not as pungent or memorable as second time around. For some reason, all I can remember is the theme song of the video game, which is fantastic, but the theme song is a remix version to the first video game. After that, the entire soundtrack becomes kind of a giant blur. Uncharted 2 Among Thieves was the very last video game gifted to me from my father. This video game holds a very special and important place in my heart. For as long as I live, I will never forget this video game. Uncharted 2 Among Thieves was really close to making my list of top video games of all time, even as a runner-up. Uncharted 4 A Thief's End was a stiff competitive rival. However, Uncharted 2 Among Thieves was placed as a runner-up because of my bias of the last video game I received from my father. I could not put the video game on my list of top video games of all time based on an emotional aspect. Even if Uncharted 2 Among Thieves did not make my list of top video games of all time, as a runner-up, this video game fits. Everything about this video game, despite the number of combat scenarios, is great. Hopefully, we will see the next generation of action-adventure video games shake the video game industry again someday soon, as the Uncharted series once did years ago.
Oh no.
Elena. Oh, God, no. Elena, hold on, all right? Just hold on. Come on, stay with us. You're gonna be okay, all right? You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be just fine. Elena, don't do this. Elena! Oh, crap. Any chance this is Sector 19?
Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video and episode, please feel free to check out the Pondersaur channel for more episodes. Additionally, we made a grand opening with our Etsy store. Our exclusive Pondersaur mug is now for sale. The entire Pondersaur community can now share a cup of coffee with you as you enjoy these episodes. A link will be provided in the description below for more details about our Pondersaur Etsy store and merchandise. Once again, thank you for all that have supported this community. I'm your host, Richard Dahm, and this is Pondersaur, Words with a Roar. We'll see you soon.